Meanwhile, high school football teams around the state open practices today. TV24 Sports will begin our tour of fall camps tomorrow, but tonight we conclude our look at high school football in Talladega County. For the first time since 2010, the Lincoln Golden Bears entered the season with the same coach as the previous year. Brad Wallace is back, and the seniors say it's been great to have stability in place.
At first, we didn't trust him. I mean, we hadn't had anybody trust in some years. And it felt pretty good having the same coach for 2 years in a row.
Yeah, every other year we've had to adjust a whole different new system, new weights, running everything, offense, defense. But pretty much it's the same thing we've been doing this past year, so we feel like we can be more successful with it this year.
The Golden Bears move out of Class 4A Region 5 with several local powerhouses like Cleveland County, Jacksonville, and Munford into Class 5A Region 6 with schools like Hayden, Moody, Mortimer, Jordan, and Springville.
The region we were in, they dropped down into the south, in the southern belt of it, and it's a meat grinder in that 4A region. But I mean, and I'm not saying our 5A region's any different. It's just it's more competitive teams right in there that are close to them, and it'll be some big time rivals come out of it.
Lincoln senior Jontavius Johnson is one of the most touted players in the state. The defensive lineman already holds top offers from several schools, including Alabama and Auburn, but he says he's putting his high school team in this season in top priority.
I've been putting my guys first, getting them right. And as they come, I take that in. When they need me to come down there, I go down there. When I need to go down there, show off my talents, I do that. And then it just comes when that time is for that, that's when I go do that. But as in, like, worrying about that 100%, it ain't that. I'm worried about what's now.
Johnson has set a decision date for Wednesday afternoon. TV24 Sports will be there for the announcement. We'll have it to you on the prime time news. The Childersburg Tigers are coming off back-to-back playoff appearances for the first time since 1994 and 95. Under head coach Adam Fawcett, the Tigers won 9 games last season. That's the most in 23 years. But he says it's not time to start celebrating past accomplishments.
All we've done is made a bigger target on our back. So, whereas we used to be homecoming 4 different weeks, 6 different weeks out of the season, now it's not as likely that we're going to be somebody's homecoming game, and more people respect that we are playing good football and that we have made a turn for the best.
When the AHSAA reclassified the schools and created a 7A, the biggest benefactors were schools like Sylacauga. The Aggies struggled to keep up with the likes of Homewood, Briarwood, and Benjamin Russell on a consistent basis, but now they're playing on a little more level competition field.
Basically, what 5A has become is a big 4A. And your big 5A schools are now in 6A, so 6A's become a big 5A, and 7A's your true 6A now, and that's all you're looking at. So, we've got our work cut out for them, but we feel good about the schedule if we stay healthy early. It's just one of those things. You got a shot at every one of them that you play, and these kids have to play.
The Aggies made it to the second round of last year's playoffs. They returned 12 really solid seniors this season. Talladega and Winterboro looking to bounce back after rough seasons last year. The Tigers finished 3-7, the Bulldogs 0-10. But both schools are basketball powers, and they're trying to carry some of that same success to the gridiron.
We want to be where Coach building them are in basketball, where you're in the playoffs every year. And, some years you have a chance to make a run at it and go. And that's what we want to do. We're just glad those guys came out and helped us because, we want football to be like basketball. Basketball is a leader thing at Talladega, has been for years.
We've really worked hard on trying to get interest within the school of kids. It's probably got a basketball history. We want to battle through adversity and tough times, and we want to really learn while we're there.
I know you can feel it. High school football opening up today with practices, all fall camps going on all around the state of Alabama. On Thursday, August 21st, just a little over 3 weeks from now, the season will actually begin. Both Jamboree games and regular season games are set for that Thursday night. That Friday night is the very next night. A bulk more of games will be played, and the Pigskin Roundup comes on your television screen for our 11th season at 10.